Yo, SNA fans, this is Super Ninja Austin back here with another SNA podcast episode. And yeah, this is like a day and a half later, after I made my last, I was in a day and a half, after I made my last video, which was the AEW Dynamite, because I didn't make my usual Thursday wrestling news because it was Thanksgiving. And I wish y'all a happy Thanksgiving, by the way, and hopefully y'all had just as much of a good Thanksgiving as I have. Because I had a long day, having lots of fun with my family. I watching starting off with the Thanksgiving Macy's parade, and then the dog show that comes after it, and then also the football games, and then went over to my grandfather's house to have Thanksgiving dinner with him, with family, like with with all my family, and then we went back to over here at the home and had our second dinner, and then yeah, it was basically a fun time, fun time. And let me know how was y'all Thanksgiving went in the comment section right down below. We're gonna, but we're gonna be talking about the wrestling news on the 139th episode, like Wrestling News Part 49, where I'm gonna be talking about the wildest wrestling news stories and rumors that you SNA fans need to know. And we're gonna start off with today's wrestling news video, which is Will Ospreay reflected on his 2023, and he says thanks everyone for their support. And it says right here, according to this article, Will Ospreay looks back on his eventful year at AEW Full Gear 2023 on November 18th. Will Ospreay was announced as AEW's new signing, stated that he would join the company after he finished up with NJPW. The the signing marks the beginning of a new chapter in Ospreay's career, as he has been with New Japan Pro Wrestling for the past several years. Ospreay took to Twitter/X and commented on signing with AEW. Uh, he tweeted, "I committed, I committed and bet on myself to never com- compromise on the things I treasure, the treasure most that I treasure most in life, and to paint my artwork the way I I wanted wanted it painted. Now the thing I love will provide for the people I love. There is there is no reason it can't happen to you. For you too. Thank you." Osprey then posted a lengthy message in which he reflected on the year that he was that he has had. He stated that it has been overwhelming this year. I've been to 10 countries. I wrestled in 8 of them. I 48-time flights, 69 matches, with one left for the year. Like says right here from 16. It says on the 1612 article. on the paragraph on the article. It says fourth, and also like tournaments, four tournaments, five losses, five losses, nine promotions, lowest audience 180, highest audience 81,035, which is probably a reference to the Wembley Stadium show on from AEW All In. But move on. It says, I have worked tirelessly at the highest level. I physically could to do I could to deliver on being the last world beater. It says right here, but what I am most are proud of are I was there for my my missus she when she was recovering from knee surgery. I took my step I take my stepson on an aeroplane for I took my stepson on an aeroplane for the last time. We have had two family holidays together. We finished our kitchen. I've attended two weddings. I was there for my son's uh, first uh, first day in school. I think he meant to say first day in school, but in my first day in school, I've never missed his or her birthday. My fear with this job are missing out on important things with my family, and I'm so happy that I've got to have so many moments when I can appreciate the people that love and support me just by showing up. I have always found ways of making time with my family and friends. I've grown leaps and bounds to the I I once before, but whether it was sheer dumb luck or not, com- compro- compromising on were that were important to me. I'm filled with so much gratitude for everyone that has ever supported me. Any company allowing me to be part of their team, for the opportunities presented, and in the time I spent away from my family in is going towards them to have a roof over our heads and food in our fridge. You've all been part of a process of me finally becoming a man. So thank you so much from the bottom of my heart for everything. Love you. Also, Chris Jericho called Will Ospreay 2023. Will Ospreay's 2023 one of the greatest career years in wrestling that he has ever have ever seen check has ever seen. Will Ospreay has had advertised for New Japan Pro Wrestling Battle in the Valley in 2020 in, in 2024. But yeah, what do you think about Will Ospreay like having having this to say on Twitter? Like ever since he signed with AEW. And him talking about he, like he could like about him he could still visit his family and still live in the UK and excuse me and also spend time with his family and friends up there and not miss worry about missing his birthdays with the likes of his stepson and his wife and also he also mentioned about her having knee surgery and he's supporting her like from recovering from that and even going places like when he has some spare time, like for a little vacation where for both his wife and son, and also he said he traveled through how many places? I believe he said 10 countries. He traveled to 10 countries and wrestled for 8 of them out of 10, which I believe the other two is probably for vacation spots, like mostly vacation spot. But anyways, yeah, what do you think? And what's next for Will Ospreay now that he's all elite? Well, not entirely yet, but he still signed it. Like so, when he's done doing his working duties with New Japan Pro Wrestling, he could be a full timer on All Elite Wrestling, which I would say even if he even if he didn't sign the contract or still did so, he could still be take a booking from AEW as long as it's not uh, as long as there's no any interference from him finishing with New Japan, of course. But we're gonna move on to the next wrestling news now, and that is Road Dogg on Cameron Grimes is a special talent. He's a wrestler, and then he said Road Dogg basically praised Cameron Grimes. Like Road Dogg previously worked with Cameron Grimes and Shotzi before they joined the main roster. Now both stars are shining bright on WWE Friday Night SmackDown. Speaking of which, I'm gonna be doing a SmackDown review later on tonight. Make sure you check that out. Oh, hi, Mr. Tanner. How you doing? Welcome to the SNA podcast. Goldberg's returning tonight. You like and subscribe? Thank you so much. Yeah, appreciate that. And keep on watching to the very end because these wrestling news videos get more and more interesting while I read this on wrestling news articles. And you think Goldberg's returning tonight? How? But yeah, we're gonna talk. We got some Road Dog. Oh yeah, already said that again. He moved to the Blue brand in the 2023 WWE Draft while Shotzi previously moved to SmackDown in 2021. Speaking on the Oh You Didn't Know podcast by Road Dogg, was asked whether he had any funny stories about Cameron Grimes or Shotzi, and in this he spoke highly. He spoke highly on both stars, saying, "I don't have really funny stories, but Cameron Grimes is one of the funniest things. Just to be able to work on that character and worked closely with him. What what a wrestler's wrestler he is. He is the like the Brad on the Brad Armstrong of the Brad Armstrong of the new generation. Brad probably could keep up with these guys, but Trevor that really is that good in the ring. He's a he is a special talent. Shotzi, every encounter with Shotzi is a fun one. I I don't have any really funny memories, but she's always fun to be around, and I got to shoot a lot of stuff with her and produce the TV shows when she was hosting Halloween Havoc and stuff. She's always a blast to be around. What I am what I what I am the about her the most is her real life story of who she really is. Very strong human being, strong human being, and come from a difficult place, and now she's on top of the world chasing a dream. Road Dogg said. Are you sure that that's gonna happen at 2024 WrestleMania 40? That's gonna be CM Punk and Roman Reigns and Goldberg in the triple threat match for the undisputed WWE Universal Championship. Okay, whatever you say, Tanner. Like, but yeah, glad to have you as a viewer for today's video and a new subscriber. But anyways, we're gonna talk about Road Dogg recently discussed his experience on commentary like on the November 17th episode of WWE Friday Night SmackDown. But what do you think about the former multi-time WWE tag team champion being on like on Cameron Grimes and Shotzi, having lots of praise for them of like being on there from the past few years in like on WWE, like when his on their days in NXT. Like even though he didn't have anything funny about a funny moment about them, but he did found them funny. I mean, I found Shotzi funny. Like she's more of a cool girl, uh, while Cameron Grimes here was was very funny. Like he did funny things, and he even complimented him, calling him the Brad Armstrong in the business. I would say, which I think that's his brother or his father. Either way, like yeah, what do you think about Road Dogg giving praise to both Cameron Grimes and Shotzi? give y'all's opinions in the comments below. We're gonna move on to the next wrestling news now, and it is Switchblade Jay White news now, and it is after defeating Roosh. It's almost as if it's almost as if I've been in a tournament or two or three in my time. It says Jay White taunts Roosh after defeating him in the AEW Continental Classic tournament on the November 22nd edition of AEW Dynamite. The Continental Classic officially being with 3 singles matches. Among them was a contest between Roosh and Jay White, which was a hard-hitting affair from the get-go, following a low blow behind the referee's back. White would hit a blade runner on the F at the LFI member for the 1-2-3 count and in the 3 points of the tournament. And this is what the Switchblade had to say. It's almost as if I've been in a tournament or 2 or 3 in my time. It's also like I am the only one in this tournament to be in a G1 and New Japan Pro Wrestling G1 Climax. Briefcase winner Roosh. I tell you what you in the Roosh for the big L, why a big L cause you're a loser. Roosh, it's tough. It's tough. You're tough. OMG or oh my God for short. I mean not for short for which stands for it, of course. My apologies. Look at me. Look at me. You're tough, but you know what being tough gets you. It's it gets you that big L and gets you 0 points. You know what being a switchblade gets me? My first 3 points. It is hard for me to breathe right now after Roosh down there craved my chest and cave. I said cave, my bad. Caved my chest in and chest in. I'm still going. I'm still gonna breathe easier than that man. Breathing easy that man because I'm Switchblade, baby, said Jay White. White was not the only member of the Gold League who was able to secure victories in the opening round uh, of bouts, as John Moxley and Swerve Strickland also scored victories on the November 22nd AEW Dynamite as well for the full standings of the tournament. You can find, but anyways, what do you think about that message from Switchblade Jay White? Y'all let me know down in the comments below. We're gonna move on to the next wrestling news right here. And it is Mark Briscoe says match with Moxley on November 22nd, AEW Dynamite. I could have gone either way. Uh, Mark Briscoe vows to become the Triple Crown champion on the November 22nd edition of AEW Dynamite. The Continental Classic being with 3 Gold League matches. Like the show was main evented by a clash between Mark Briscoe and John Moxley, in which Moxley was able to walk away the victor after a hard-fought match, earning himself 3 points, despite earning 0 points for his loss. Mark Briscoe remained confident that he will end up the Triple Crown champion when the tournament is complete. Also noting that his match with Moxley could give one either way, like saying he's like mixed Lexi, like let me explain something to you. Ain't no shame in my game. I'm a tag team specialist, and half of the baddest tag team in all time. You understand what I'm saying. You understand what I'm saying? This singles thing is something new to me. I'm cutting teeth. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Like John Moxley, world class former world champion, as good as they get. Mox, you know, just as well know I know that it could have gone either way tonight, buddy. But listen to everybody else in the Continental Classic. Like recognize that that's only but one loss. I got plenty of wins under my belt. Baby, like I ain't going nowhere. The Sussex country, uh, the Sussex County Chicken bout do some damage up in here, and I'm a I'm gonna be that Triple Crown champion. You just wait and see, Briscoe said after the match while speaking to Lexi Noir in a backstage interview. Briscoe sits along Roosh and Jay Lethal at 0 points in the Gold League after his AEW loss for the full standards. I mean, that's the full standings in the Continental Classic. You can read them here on this link, but on this article, but maybe another time. I'm gonna say, but what do you think about what Mark Briscoe said about? I think Mark Briscoe said, which he's right about. Like it looks like he's gonna be joining Jay Lethal and it looks like he's gonna be joining both Jay Lethal and who else? Or Roosh. at the next round, like which I believe is going to be a three-way, if I'm not mistaken, because both men got three. I'll say both men got like three points, like from the winning side with Swerve and Mox and Jay White. So I believe they're going to do some kind of a three-way, a semifinal, not semifinal, second round. But we're going to see next week. But let me know what y'all think in the comments. But yeah, I agree with Jay. I mean, not Jay Briscoe. His brother, Mark Briscoe, that's still alive, of course. Rest in peace to Jay Briscoe, by the way. But he still have plenty of time if he's going to be around in the tournament and try to become a Triple Crown Continental Classic champion. Well, my predictions either on Jay White or maybe Roosh or Jay White, Roosh, Eddie Kingston, or even Swerve Strickland. Up next, we got Elevation Pro Wrestling FE's Big Gay Thanksgiving results. Well, I'm not sure if I should talk about this. I'm going to skip it. No offense to it, but it looks too silly. And I'll be right back. Just need to handle something. Okay, I'm back, my people, my good people. We're gonna move on to some Swerve Strickland news now. He says the people want to see Swerve Strickland as champion, as the champion, I should say. And he says, according to here what Swerve Strickland says, that people are ready to see him as champion. It has been a busy week for Swerve Strickland on on November 18th at Full Gear. He would take on Hangman Adam Page in a Texas Death Match, and that had everyone taking over the weekend. In the end, Strickland would choke Hangman out with a chain to earn the victory. Just days later, on the November 22nd edition of AEW Dynamite, he took a part in the opening contest of the AEW Continental Classic, facing off with Jay Lethal in the Gold League. After a hard-felt contest, Strickland would secure 3 points with a victory. After the match, AEW cameras caught up with Strickland backstage, and Swerve had a lot to say about the death match and in, in rivalry with Hangman Adam Page, saying, "You hear that? That's the echo chamber. It's getting louder every time I step out in that ring. When I when I first started hearing it, it was just a little whisper. It it was small. It was the night I came out following the weekend of all out to face Hangman Adam Page. I showed everybody who I really was. I let it out. A, I let out. I let out a scream throughout throughout the wrestling commentary or not wrestling community. I fast forward Wrestle Dreams. I get the biggest win in my career in AEW over a former AEW World Champion. I Hank the some who has so many 5-star matches. He's stating he's stating to lose count. And then this is what he had said. Following up, well, go back. We'll go back to Full Gear November 18th. I choked him out. He do, he doesn't get up for the 10 seconds. I I went up against the former AEW World Heavyweight Champion, and Swerve Strickland. Swerve. I hung the hung the Hangman. It's getting louder now. Tonight, like night one, I'm the first match in the Continental Classic. I go figure. Go figure. Hangman doesn't show up, but I'm here at work. I'm here because I wanted more than Hangman, which proved my point. I all along, Jay Lethal is just one of the best competitors in the world. And I took him down night one following this Texas death match. I one of the most dangerous matches ever witnessed in AEW history. And like now, it's as louder as ever. You need earmuffs like to to drown out the sound of the people understanding and and fi- and find and in the final and finally seeing Swerve Strickland, the Mongol, the mogul, now they want to see Swerve Strickland, the champion, who like saying whose house, like Swerve's house. Jim Ross recently noted that Swerve and Hangman raised the bar at AEW Full Gear. You, hey, but yeah, what do you think about Swerve Strickland say, saying that, and then even making the joke saying he hung the Hangman. Excuse me, which yeah, I would say I don't mean it like a joke, like in a way that's very inappropriate. I'm saying like get the joke because he hung him and choke out him with the chain onto the ropes, like at the Texas death mat or over the turnbuckle support, I should say, and then yeah, Hangman's his nickname, so that makes sense to uh, he hung the hangman, which is a very good one by the way. And yeah, he recently beat Jay Lethal, and even complimented he's one of the best talents in the industry, which he really is by the way. Yeah, like he's not a former Ring of Honor World Champion for no reason, but also what y'all think about him beating Hangman Adam Page, and do you think he's ready for being a Triple Crown AEW Continental Classic champion, which he believes he's so ready for that. But yeah, y'all let me know what y'all think in the comments below. We're gonna move on to the next wrestling news. Is Ronda Rousey tells Marina Shafir she wants her to have so much fun doing this after Ring of Honor appearance. And this is what the baddest woman on the planet has to say. Wants wants her best friend to have a good time. On the November 23rd edition of Ring of Honor, same day as Thanksgiving, of course, on Honor Club, the show was main evented by the potential debut of Ronda Rousey as she and Marina Shafir teamed to take on Ring of Honor's women's world champion uh, Athena and Billy Starks, and the match would serve a rematch between the two teams following their bout at November 16th uh, Wrestling Revolver Unreal event. Unlike their bout at Unreal, however, the match would have a definite a definitive a definitive winner as Ronda Rousey tapped Starks out to earn the victory for her team. Following the match, Ring of Honor cameras caught up with Rousey and Shafir backstage, where Rousey to tried to remind Marina to have fun even when she isn't there. Rousey said, "Marina, as your best friend, I want you to have so much fun doing this, and and I I came here to personally make sure that you had a really good time. Just, the time to it. To today, have a good time today. It also wasn't out of the way. I live here, so I just kind of stopped by, but was was cute having a good time without me here, even though it was never gonna be as such of such be be as much of a good time because I'm your effing best friend. I totally swore I swore. Sorry, guys. It's okay. You just get used to having not as not as good a time as you normally would, cause I'm around, but still have that much of a good time because I want that for you." Marina Marina responded back saying, "Yeah, I know it's Dark Cloud, like that. I'm going to have to carry over my head for a little while now. And Rhonda uh, responded saying, "Do, dude, okay, you escape communicism, man." Marina then said, with that point noted that she has to put the the shield down as the pair embrace in a hug. And what do you think about Ronda Rousey and Marina Shafir having this heartwarming moment, like with after the match in the show? Y'all give me y'all's opinions in the comments below. I'll be right back. One more time. Okay, I'm back, but I'll be right back sooner. I just need to fix something and you'll be done. Okay, I'm back. Sorry if that took so long. But anyways, let's move on to the next wrestling news, and that is we got some Zoe Stark news that that she said Trish was focused on what she was doing. She she didn't notice that she hit me with a chair. And there's some news, some confessions from the former NXT Women's Tag Team Champion recalls one of the biggest matches of her career. On the August 28th episode of WWE Monday Night Raw, uh, Starks faced Becky Lynch uh, in in women's in a women's falls count anywhere match. The the bout which headlined the the episode of Raw was as promised by many fans, with some calling it one of the best best matches of Zoe Stark's career. During during the match, Trish Stratus was throwing chairs in the ring, attending to help out Zoe Stark. Instead, that's the Stratus instead with a R. Stratus was it says Stratus accidentally hit Stark in the face with one of the chairs, which ended up being a moment that went viral online. While speaking to Fightful for a new video interview, Stark confirmed that the incident was planned and that Stratus didn't even realize what she did. And until after the match, like Zoe noted, you you can't even plan that if you were to plan that. She would have missed. It's one of those weird things where she's putting the chairs in and as I turned around, a damn chair came flying at my head. I'm I'm just more baffled of what I just what just happened. How did I like? And she said, "How did I even get to get to this position where?" where Trish Stratus is throwing chairs into the ring and nails me with one perfectly. With one perfectly. I heard people in the back were like, you know, you know, you know, you hit Zoe with the chair, right? She was like, she was so focused at what she was doing, she didn't realize it. Uh, when, which is hilarious. Also, it says also right here, like Starks also went on to say that she felt great after the bout, giving the fact that it was her first match. I mean, first time a match. It was her first time in the main event, and then and Zoe said, "I felt great that that was my first main event match, and to be able to do it with Becky in a false count anywhere match, and we bring weapons into it. It was amazing. I never in my life thought I would have that opportunity to be able to that. It have that is great." Elsewhere in an interview, Zoe Stark recalled her viral moment at Crown Jewel uh, fans scene, and but we're gonna talk about what she had with Trish Stratus from now. Hopefully, we do talk uh, about her second interview in just a minute. But what do you think about what Zoe said about what do you think about Zoe said about Trish Stratus, like accidentally hitting her with the chair when she started throwing chairs in the ring, like from under the ring, like, and then it turned out that it was a planned spot from Zoe Stark. Y'all let me know down in the comments below. But yeah, I remember that episode of Monday Night Raw. It was the main event. It was I believe it was like somewhat of the go home show. I think it was the go home show of. I think it was the go home show the week before the go home show for all, like before Payback, I believe. Which yeah, Becky Lynch won that match, and it was a false count anywhere match. But yeah, I did not know that was. I thought it was botched rather than part of the plan. But either way, y'all let me know what y'all think in the comments below. And let's move on to the next news now. And says right here, we got some New Japan World Tag League 2023 update, like standings, like in a result achieved. And it says right here, from this rare New Japan Pro Wrestling news review, like it says, like New Japan Pro Wrestling's annual World Tag League event uh, begin begin on November 20th, with the finals to be held on December 10th. And Fightful will keep fans updated with the latest standings and results following each event. But from this from this past Monday's event, we had New Japan. We got We had TMDX. I'm not DX. TMDK. I mean, sorry about that. Like Shane, Shane, Shane Haste, and Mikey Nichols. Like which they get two. They only got which they got like 2 wins and 0 losses and 0 ties. While well Shada Shada Umino yeah Shada Umino like and Ren Narita got got only 1 point, but only got 1 point and 1 loss and 0 ties, which they get 2 points out of, while the last team got 4 points. And and also we have House of House of Torture with Evil and you Yujiro Ta, Tanahashi, I should say you know Ta, Takahashi Takahashi. My apologies, and I hope I pronounced that right. Oh, hello again, Tanner. How you doing? Like, hopefully you're enjoying the video, and hopefully I don't sound too stuttery. But yeah. Anyways, and also like they have, but this team of House of Torture has one win, 1 loss, and 2 points. While the same goes for Kato Yamiya Yamiha and Rahul Ryo Ryole uh Oya Oiwa Oiwa, which is the one win, 1 loss, and 2 points. Number 5, you got you got Chaos with Timo Hiro Ishii and Toro Yano, which they also have 1.1 inch and 2 points as well. And also got the Bullet Club War Dogs with Cough have Alex Coffin have Alex Coughlin and Gabe Kidd, which they got 1 win, 1 win, 1 loss, 1 win, 1 loss, 0 ties, and 2 points. You got the Gates of Agony, Tua Liona, Liona and Bishop Khan. Like they have 0 wins, 2 losses, and 0 points, which is the total opposite of the first tag team. Also, we got just 5 guys with these results. And what do you think about these from you New Japan fans out there? Give me y'all's opinions in the comments below. We're gonna move on to the next wrestling news now, and that is up next. We got and it says right here, Gunther on Okay, we got some Gunther news on Seth Rollins would be a better champion uh, matchup, but I'm more similar to Roman Reigns. Gunther comments on potential matchups like with Seth Rollins and Roman Reigns. With the Royal Rumble only months away, many fans have began to discuss potential winner of both of both men's and women's Royal Rumble matches. It says right here, some fans are pushing for Gunther to win the men's Royal Rumble match, as many think he deserves to be highlighted in the World Championship match at WrestleMania. And it says, while speaking to Under the Ring, Under the Ring, and where was I saying? Like, I was speaking to Under the Ropes in the interview. Gunther said the that he would match up better with Seth Rollins before noting that he's more similar to Roman Reigns. The ring general also stated that he would be happy to take on both Reigns and Rollins at any time, saying, obviously, there is room to grow, and when the time comes and I lose the title, become because nothing lasts forever. That's obviously the next step, or just the next logical step, I should say. There is a lot of room. Said there is a lot of room to grow into those two guys are very different, a different style wise. A a match with Seth would make better with me like being in the ring and in the ring with Roman are completely new challenges. I'm I'm more similar to Roman Reigns than I am to Seth Rollins as a wrestler, but they would they would both be fantastic and matchup and a challenge. I I would be happy to take more. Gunther also said on his interview that he's proud of the work that he has put in to restore uh, pre, pres- prestige, prestigious to the Intercontinental Championship. Prestige restores prestige to the Intercontinental Championship fans. I, but yeah, what do you think, SNA fans, about Gunther saying that he knows Roman more personally than he does Seth Rollins? Give me your answer and take in the comments below. And do you think that we're going to see a WrestleMania main event between Rollins and Gunther for the World Heavyweight Championship whenever that match comes? Y'all sound off in the comments below. Up next, he got some Undertaker news now, as he thought the the pit the Python pants, or not the pit, Python, the Python pants. My apologies. I said Python. I mean Python. Python pants would look badass. They they look like they belong to Godfather. And here what we're going to talk about today is that the Undertaker recalls being stubborn about wearing snakeskin pants. I'll be right back. I'm gonna try to do something to gain my energy. I'll be right back in just very shortly. Excuse me, come on, Samson. But anyways, back to the video. At the Survivor Series pay-per-view in 2000, The Undertaker faced Kurt Angle in a singles bout for the for the WWF World Heavyweight Championship. During the match, the American Badass supported a new set of snake snake is snake skin pants, which many fans were seemingly not a fan of. As it turned out, the Undertaker thought that those pants would be a great idea. Taker recently spoke about the attire in a in his in a 6 Feet Under podcast episode, and noted that he pushed hard for the pants on the made the made despite getting some pushback and Terry Anderson, and the pushback from Terry Anderson. That's what I was saying. My apologies. But this is what Taker had to say. Terry Anderson, she's the one that did my ring gear, my whole character. She was she was always trying to get me to do something with my jackets. She oh she always wanted to make them extraordinary, which which she did. But I was always super conservative. I remember going to her, I'm the American badass, like at the point, what what do you want to do for Survivor Series? I said I want to do uh Phantom I want to do some Python. I want to do some Python skin pants. So she looks at me deadpan. Like, no, you don't. I know you don't. They will be. I know they won't. Like, they'll be badass. Think about. Think about it. Snakeskin pants. Like, make no. I Mark. Like, and they said, Mark, no. Are you kidding? Mark, are you kidding me? I thought she would love the idea. You're the idea, but she's like, you're too big. They will take. They will look ridiculous. Like she was continuing saying no, like no for the but in a longer voice. This this is this is going to be the absolute coolest look the American Badass has ever presented. Like no mark, and then she replies, "No, Mark, it's not." She tries her hardest to it's hard to to me talk to me out of the out of um I put them in the look and they looked. I was like, holy sugar honey iced tea. Well, they didn't say sugar honey iced tea, just the initials. That's inappropriate. But I'm a but yeah, let's move on to the next thing he said. You're the main event tonight against you're the main event against tonight, Kurt Angle, and you look like hey, you look like you have some pants that belongs to the Godfather. Undertaker then went on to say that he's glad that the commentary team didn't rib him. Like that that was like one of that was the one good point uh, of having the respect of J.R. Jim Ross, aka Michael Cole, and these guys. They were they were so respectful. They had a could have a field day with me if they wanted it. I I like I were like, are you going to wear those? Like that that was not my best idea. Vince changed the Vince that when not it says right here. Where is it? Michael Cole and those guys like they were so respectful. They could have had a field day with me if they wanted to. Like I caught some crap. I caught some crap that day. A a couple people were like, "Are you going to wear those?" Like people was not my best idea. Not my best idea. Like Vince changed Vince changed the Vince. I went change the Vince when he saw those two laughs. Like there's there's way there's no way that can no way that uh, and he there's no way that can be my world champion. Somewhere else in the podcast, the Undertaker said that he didn't think the American Badass gimmick had the same legs as the Dead Man gimmick. Fans, yeah, what do you think about the Undertaker's? Oh, anyways, anyways, what do you think about the Undertaker? What do you think about the Undertaker wearing those python pants that look like some kind of a khaki pants the Godfather will wear? Excuse me, by the way. But yeah, give me y'all's opinions in the comments below on what you think about the Undertaker wearing the python pants. He thought it would be pretty cool because considering that he was his biker persona, the American Badass, I thought he thought it would be more badass, like if he bought the pants and wore them, like wear them every time he has a match, like for an example, like Kurt Angle, like for the WWE Championship at the time in 2000, thought everybody thought that would be cool to wear them, but he didn't realize that it didn't look really good on him. Like it looked like some Godfather pants, like when he first put them on and wrestle in them, of course. But what y'all think? Do you think it was pretty cool for him the uh to wear those anyways? Like even though he didn't really thought of it that cool at the end until he had that match with Kurt Angle. Y'all let me know in the comments down below for that. We're gonna move on to the next. And then up next we had some WWE War Games weekend with AEW World Title match is set in this Saturday's AEW Collision. Joe is joined by the All Star group, while Jeremy heads off to WrestleCade for the weekend. SP3 joins as co as the two co-hosts, and they are joined by Cameron Hawkins and uh, Jimmy Mac Mac Macrum and Cam Hawkins. Cam Hawkins, the ringer. The ringer joins 11 a.m. Eastern to talk about Survivor Series. a Survivor Series. Jay Uso and more. Jimmy McCrim joins 11 a.m. Eastern to talk about AEW Ramble Ramble and the the wrestling takes. AEW's Kano Classic be, begins. And Dynamite is a mixed mixed bag in a mixed bag, and it says right here. And it says right here. Oh yeah, it's right here. The mixed bag weekend wrestling previous previews, wrestling previews, Survivor Series, and Collision, SmackDown, and Rampage, and more. And it says right here. What y'all think about this? About AEW Collision being on around the same time as WWE Survivor Series. Y'all make sure to leave y'all's answers in the comments below. We're gonna move on to the next news now. And we got John Cena is thankful for Randy Orton, as John Cena is thankful John Cena is celebrating Thanksgiving by looking back on his time in OVW and matches with Randy Orton. Like he took to social media to express his thanks to Orton, posting a clip of their final Ohio Valley Wrestling uh, match together. And this is what Big Match John said right here. Is that the match posted by Cena took place on January 16, 2002, including live events like Cena and Orton have have had over 300 matches with each other, including over 20 singles matches on television and pay-per-views, of course. Like they they last wrestle against each other in 2017. Like Cena's last match look like took not to look like John Cena's last match took place at WWE Crown Jewel when he lost to Solo Sikoa. He he recently underwent surgery to to repair his arm. Orton is set to return to the ring at Survivor Series War Games when he competes in War Games. In War Games, it will be the first time match since May of 2022. And what do you think? What do you think about John Cena's heartwarming message that he posted on Twitter, with him and what it looked like a TikTok post with him facing Orton in this match. Give you 10 seconds to look, and if you need more time, I'll recommend you to pause this video to watch, see any more. But anyway, we're gonna move on to the next one, which is up next. We got WWE Survivor Series preview with AEW Full Gear review. No, I don't think I should do this. Up next, we got Denny Limelight. I joined cast of Amazon Prime's Call, and then this is what a new gig for Limelight. Like he revealed that he has been cast in Amazon Prime's on Call. It says right here, following a pair of police officers on patrol. Like after, like seem to revolve or resolve incident. And it says right here, Limelight is active on the independent scene, working for FSW, Derby City Wrestling, and more. Like he last wrestled at New Japan Strong Fighting Spirit Unleashed 2023. You that's a story for another day. But what do you think about? But what do you think about this former or not? I don't say former. I'll say, what do you think about this New Japan wrestler now wrestling for? I'm not wrestling. What do you think about this New Japan wrestler being on the silver screen, like on this Amazon Prime TV series? Y'all give me y'all's answers in the comments below. We're gonna move on to the next news now, and we're gonna end today's news with. And it says right here, according to this article, Ben Stiller loves Chris Statlander's dodgeball tribute at AEW Full Gear at like Joni like Joni loves Kachi, I believe. Chachi. I think loves Chachi. And it says right here, Ben Stiller proves once again at AEW Full Gear. Chris Statlander pays tribute to Ben Stiller's character, White Good Man from Dodgeball, wearing the global GM purple Cobra gear. The the what's that the global GM purple Cobra gear, and doing the sign of the Cobra during the entrance. Like Ben Stiller took notice, commenting on the gear following Statlander on social media. It says right here, Statlander previously paid tribute to Stellar with uh, Zoolander inspired gear at AEW All Out. Statlander did not bleed her own blood at AEW Full Gear, but she did lost the AEW TBS title in a three-way bout with Julia and Sky Blue, with Sky Blue getting pinned by Julia Hart. But yeah, what do you think about this tribute that Chris Statlander wore on this past or last Saturday's AEW Full Gear event? And do you think it's inspiring, or do you think that you're not sure if it should even happen in the first place? I guess we'll do one more wrestling news, and it's some uh, matches that's gonna be planned tonight. We got for tonight's edition on November 24th, 2023, of Friday Night SmackDown, which again I'm gonna be doing a review on. Like the with the undisputed tag team championships are going to be on the line with Damian Priest and Finn Balor of the Judgment Day, taking on the Street Profits, Montez Ford and Angelo Dawkins. You have Kevin Owens on the Grayson Waller effect. Fight, Fightful will have live coverage of WWE SmackDown beginning at 8 o'clock p.m. on Fridays. I go, yeah, but yeah, and what do you think what's going to go down? And also it's been announced ever since the Street Profits won the number one contender three-way tag match against Pretty Deadly and the Brawling Brutes. They get a shot at the titles, which I would say they should bring the undisputed WWE Tag Team Championships over to SmackDown, be rebranded as just WWE Tag Team Championships, and then restore the World Tag Team Championships over to Raw like they did with the Men's World Heavyweight Championship and Undisputed WWE Championship. And also we got the return of Kevin Owens. We say thank you God that he's back. Like we really missed him, even though it's been 14 days. But yeah, but when he's around, he brings on a good show and a good fight, I should say, in that squared circle. But yeah, what do you think? What else is going to be announced or what's going to be on the show? Give me your big answer in the comments below. But yeah, but that's your list. No noting. Okay, that's your list of your wildest wrestling news stories and rumors that you SNA fans need to know on part 49 of the Wrestling News SNA podcast episode 139. And hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. And if you did, please comment below, subscribe, click the bell notifications. Just like my boy Tanner here is the latest subscriber on the SNA podcast. And I thank you viewers of watching my videos, and hopefully you continue doing so at the later on in the evening for AEW Rampage and Friday Night SmackDown, which it's on his YouTube channel. But yeah, like I said, comment below, subscribe, click the bell notifications. And yeah, that was your wildest wrestling news stories and rumors list that you SNA fans need to know. And which one of yours being your favorite one? Also, let me know about that in the comments below. And yeah, hit the big thumbs up, subscribe, click the bell notifications. Tell your family and friends to follow me at Super Ninja Austin 213 and make this channel grow any bigger. And if you need any other if you need more but yeah, no, I mean more what I'm talking about. And excuse me. And if what I was saying, but like, and if you're like, oh yeah, I'll say this, like, and if you're interested of my content and love the video, please start subscribing, and it's free, and then you can change your mind later. It's a guaranteed. And I hope I see you to. Hopefully, I'll see you this evening. I've been your host, Super Ninja Austin, on the 139 episode of the SNA podcast, and I'll see you all on episode 140 and 141 for the SmackDown and Rampage review. Until we meet again, though, sorry if I feel a little sluggish again. I haven't been my usual self. But I've been getting there, like getting better, and hopefully I do. So I have to worry about this no more, and I can be able to do this as long as I want and as long as I need to as well. But yeah, hopefully I'll see you this evening, and I'll see you all. I'll see you all in the later video. And yeah, happy late Thanksgiving, by the way. And still continue and give me your thoughts on how your Thanksgiving this year was. And and also hopefully y'all have a great Black Friday afternoon. And I'll see you all tonight. Until we meet again, Super Ninja Austin, the assassin, is offline. Bye bye, SNA fans, from now.